And hello everyone. Today is Friday, November 14th, 2025. It's around 7:50 a.m. Pacific. And the temperature is 6 degrees Celsius here in Vancouver. Welcome everyone. How you doing, Jazz, Harjot, Mohsin, and Juanita? Good morning to y'all. We have a nice morning stream here in Vancouver today. And we have Oleg Zhelayev. Welcome, Oleg. Nice to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well, Oleg. I heard there was some dangerous situations happening in Dnipro there the other day, so I hope you're doing all right. Elizabeth is with us. Hello, Plush Mickey. Now, I'm glad you're doing all right there, Oleg. It's been raining a lot here in Vancouver, but I figured I would come out today. We have a brief respite. Thanks for reminding everyone to click the like button. Yeah, it's a nice time of year, the fall here in Canada. Cute red leaves tree on this tree. Medano's with us. Welcome, Medano. Raider's on his way to school. Well, say hello to Raider for us, Elizabeth. We've got Josh Key Cover. How you doing, Josh? Josh has a channel. He's in Toronto. Starting out in the Hastings Sunrise neighborhood, which is in East Vancouver district. Mike Landry, $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Mike Landry. Good morning to you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Did the snow just vanish here too? Oh, no snow here, but we've had a lot of rain lately. A lot of rain in Vancouver. But I noticed in Toronto, most of the snow has melted from that snowstorm you guys had the other day. I had a feeling because November is a little bit early to be having a snowstorm. Megan Alyssa's with us. Welcome, Megan. Welcome, Megan. This is East Pender Street here in one of these residential neighborhoods. One block down from East Hastings. The fall looks really beautiful. The foliage and the remains on the branches long enough to show all the color changes. Yeah, the fall is great here. It's you know, when I first came here, I didn't think there would be a lot of fall colors, but yeah, like especially in the city, you really see the fall colors big time. Big time. Yeah, Josh, I noticed, yeah, it was snowing a lot and then all of a sudden, like, it's gone. Like, and like even on the ground, like, I think that's because they say that the ground is not cold enough yet. Elizabeth Plush Mickey says they're having rain in Hawaii. I'm sure that's a common occurrence in the winter, right? It's not technically winter yet, but I have always kind of seen late November as kind of wintry. But here in Vancouver right now it's 6 degrees. It'll probably get up to like 10 or 12 degrees Celsius as the day goes on. And we might get snow in Vancouver. It's rare. We might get snow this year. We'll see what happens. And Raider is refusing to wear his jacket. What is it with kids? They don't ever like to dress warm, eh? I notice sometimes it's like, it's a cold day and I'll see kids walking around with like a t-shirt and it's like, are you cold, kid? Got a bike rental here from Rogers. So Rogers, which is the cable company and the cell phone company, has bike rentals here. Moby, it's called Moby. Maybe the Rogers is just advertising on it. So we have a nice view of downtown. We're gonna walk in that direction, see how far we get. We're getting more showers, Josh. Yeah, we are getting more showers this afternoon. That's why I wanted to do a morning stream, because it's been raining like every day here, and I don't like to walk around in the rain. Picard, engage. We've got a beautiful evergreen tree here. Look at this thick sucker. Yeah, that's right, Oleg. Some years, every year is different. It's weird. There have been years in Toronto where it didn't snow like in November or December at all. Like, and then here in Vancouver, it snowed last year, I guess. I wasn't here, but they had like over a foot of snow, but not too many. I think it only happened once. This is woodland. I don't think I've really walked down woodland too many times. Just check it out. Yoshi's in the house. What's up, Yoshi? At least this weekend's gonna be better. Yeah, you were freezing yesterday, right? You did a live stream yesterday. This is one of the earlier live streams I've ever done. For some reason I woke up this morning pretty early. Just couldn't really sleep. Well, I went to bed kind of early though. Went and grabbed some McDonald's breakfast. Sausage and egg McMuffin and a hash brown. This is Venables, I think. Let's keep going. The next one there. A nice little park here. You can bring your dog and hang out with it and enjoy the green grass. Alex is with us. Welcome, Alex. How's your Friday? We're crossing Adenac Street, Canada spelled backwards. Got Marg D with us. Welcome, Marg. That sign say? Deadly Couture. Deadly Couture. That's an interesting name. There's always that guy in every town who wears shorts. I know, right? No, I don't think I did a live yesterday, Elizabeth. It was a couple days ago. Yesterday was raining too much. I did one on Remembrance Day. Also known as Veterans Day. Yes, it boggles the mind sometimes when I see people wearing t-shirt and shorts in cold weather. I mean, unless they're jogging or something. Got some cute murals here. Maybe I'll start walking a little bit slower. I've been power walking since I started here. Yeah, up early today. I got up pretty early today. Not sure why, but I think I'll just. Yeah, this is a pretty neighborhood, Megan, with all the trees back there. You could say that about almost all of East Vancouver. All the residential parts are very pretty. Russell Hendricks, Jimi Hendrix's cousin, less famous. Yeah, I got up early today, but what's weird is like a few days ago I stayed up till like 5 in the morning, so my sleep patterns have been a little bit all over the place. Once you start watching something on Netflix and it's like a series that you kind of enjoy, it's hard to turn it off. Yeah, I mean, the shows I've been watching on Netflix are not that great, but you just kind of get into them. There's this one called Emily in Paris. I mean, it's okay. It's just, you start watching and it's like you want to know what happens next, you know what I mean? All the girls are so good looking in it. It's like, there's another one with Kristen Bell. I can't remember what it's called right now, but I watched both seasons of it. like watching Traders Canada. I don't know if I've ever seen that one. Is that on Netflix? Have I seen Severance or Pluribus? No, I haven't. I don't have Apple TV. Are those good shows? I've never watched Apple TV before. What channel is Traders in Canada on? What streaming service, I mean. Okay, well maybe once I run out of things to watch on Netflix, maybe I'll switch to Apple TV. That's the thing with these streaming services, you eventually run out of things to watch. There's not like a million series on there that are good. There's like maybe 3 or 4. Hey, what's up, Vasily? Yep, we got the morning in Vancouver today. I did a night stream last week and now I'll do a morning stream this week. Cute little car for a baby. It's gonna rain in Toronto tomorrow. Okay. Well, better than snow. Crave. Oh, okay. Crave. Yes. Crave, is that like HBO shows? Started streaming services back in the day. One of the greatest shows of all time, Entourage. And also, I believe Game of Thrones was on HBO. This fire hall number 1. Got Princess Margaret in the chat. Welcome, Princess. Good to see ya. It looks like the usernames are normal today on my chat. It's weird. Sometimes the usernames are showing handles like they did with Yoshi's stream yesterday, and now sometimes they're back to usernames. I don't know what the issue is with YouTube. Make up your mind. Right now we're at the edge of Chinatown, and looks like Princess Margaret joined us just in time, because this is Princess Avenue. Just in time, Princess, to reach Princess Avenue. What a coincidence. They named it after you. Yeah, what I would recommend to everyone is you can go into your YouTube settings and you can change your handle if you want. You can change your handle to the same thing as your username. Now you can't use spaces, but you can just, you know, use either capitalize the first letter, or you can use an underscore if you want. And you can change your handle to make it so that it's almost the exact same as your username, which will make it a lot easier for people. That way, if some streams it does show up weird, people will still know who you are. Can also get rid of all the weird numbers and letters that they sometimes have at the end. You can just, you might, someone may have already taken that name. That's the thing with handles, is there a unique identifier? So if somebody already has it, you can't use it, but you can add like a 1 or a 0 or a 99 or something in there. Hello, Robert Sprite. Yeah, coincidence, eh, Princess? You showed up just in time. As we make our way into the downtown core of the city. And we have GF Handel. George says, I have Handel as part of my name. Yes, your handle is a Handel. The new St. Paul's Hospital. Wow. We're building a new hospital right here. That's cool. St. Paul's is a very old, beautiful hospital downtown over on Burrard Street, made out of red brick. It looks like they've got a new St. Paul's Hospital coming up here. Wonder if they're going to close the old one down. I hope not. It's a very gorgeous building. Yeah, it says the future home of St. Paul's Hospital, so it looks like they're moving it here. Wow. Oh, good job, Alex. Yeah, change your name. Yeah, smart. That's best thing to do, so that no matter what YouTube is doing that day, it'll still show up. Let's see here. Can't walk on this. Oh, we can go this way. Put a white spot on your car. I don't know if it, but I don't like it. As we reach Union Street. Here in the heart of Chinatown. One of the oldest and biggest China. So if it's already been taken, it won't work. So you should be able to go into your settings where it says your handle and change it to something recognizable. But the thing about handles is they don't have spaces, which is annoying. As we reach Main Street, Union in Maine. Nice old tree here. Electrical station here. Destination Travels. Hey, Vasily, you're on your another channel now. Everyone check out Destination Travels channel who does live streams in Toronto. We still got to have a chess match there, Vasily. Let me know when you're up for a chess match. I'm sure you're pretty good at chess, being Russian and all. Or maybe Ukrainian. I'm not sure. I know you're Canadian, but your name is either Russian or Ukrainian. I'm not sure. But either way, you're probably good at chess. Just kidding. Well, I'll Instagram. I'll send you a message on Instagram when I'm at my computer and ready for a chess game. How's that sound, Vasily? We'll play. We got Janice Pike with us. Welcome, Janice. Hope you and Rick are doing well. Need practice though, yeah, well, chess is not one of those games where you can just be good at it right away, although there are some natural wizards at it who just kind of pick it up right away and get good, but it's definitely a game that can require a life of study to be good at it, to become a true grandmaster. But some kids, they pick it up right away and can become a grandmaster very young. And in general, they're Russian or Indian. I didn't see you watching. Says if you take a right through the park, you'll end up at the West Hotel. Okay. Well, I'm not going to go through the park because the grass is too wet. But there's Rogers Arena in front of us, which is where they play where the Vancouver Canucks play. And over beside it is BC Place, where they have the BC Lions. I believe the World Cup is going to be held at BC Place in June and July, or I think it is. We'll see you next time, Princess. Oleg says originally Greek. Referring to chess. Or are you referring to the name? You know that you know chess if you watch Queen's Gambit. Yeah, that's on my Netflix waiting list or playlist or whatever. I'll probably binge watch that next. I did watch a little bit of the first episode. It seemed a little dark. I kind of like more lighthearted shows, but I will check it out. There was a great movie from back in the day called Searching for Bobby Fischer. Great chess movie. Oh, Oleg is saying the name Vasily is originally Greek. Okay, gotcha. Greeks and Russians and Ukrainians have very similar names because they are both of the Orthodox faith. So many of a lot of Sophias in Russia, which is the ancient Greek word for wisdom. You see a lot of Alexanders, of course. let's head this way. Let's head this way. Let's see what's over here. There's a Costco over here. There's the Canucks. I will not be watching much hockey. We've got Randy in the chat. Welcome, Randy. This is Stadium/Chinatown Station. Whereas your name originates from Scandinavia, Olaf. Ah, yeah. Scandinavia and Russia also has a lot of very close links. The original so-called Varangians, from who founded Kiev back about 1,000 years ago, were originally Scandinavian Vikings. Haven't really walked around here before. Sidewalk closed, cross here. Alright, I'll cross here. We're in the bowels over here. Alright, finally some daylight. Well, not really, but oh, this is the Park Vancouver Casino and Hotel. There's a big casino here, actually. Never been to this one, but welcome everyone to the Friday morning live stream from Vancouver. Hope you're all doing well. Hello to all those who are lurking as well, like Jellybean in the club, who watch my videos religiously and seem to be obsessed with me lately, leaving gobs and gobs of comments about me on Johnny's premiere this morning. Why are you so obsessed with me, Jellybean? Don't you have a boyfriend? Let's head this way. Actually, no, let's head this way. Yes, Yoshi, it was a good stream you had yesterday. Yes, please hit the like button and subscribe, even if you're using an alias. Well, good luck to Rick there, Janice. We'll pray for him. Make sure everything turns out good. I'm not a player, I just talk a lot. What's that mean? Mohsin Ali says, have a nice day. Welcome, Mohsin. You have a nice day as well. This is the part of city they call Yaletown. Fire hall number 8. Oh, you got a power outage? Oh, sorry, Oleg. You take her easy, bud, and hopefully everything is okay in Dnipro. We'll see you on the next one, bud. You just stay safe and stay warm there. Thanks. That was loud. Just give me a second to tie my shoe here. We've reached Homer Street. Nope. Robert Sprite says, did you have coffee in Vancouver? I had my coffee this morning with breakfast, but I haven't had a second coffee yet. I'll probably get either a coffee or a steep tea from Tim Hortons at some point. Don't like to drink too many liquids while I'm on my live streams because, you know, then I gotta find a men's room somewhere. It's not that easy. You see some nice condos here. This is called Kafka's. Kafka's, that's a cool name. We're on Smythe Street in Richards. That's the Red Card Sports Bar and Eatery. Randy Rock, coffee when you want it, Robert. Thank you so much, Randy. I appreciate you for the $5 super chat. I will grab a coffee or a tea at some point during the stream. Thank you so much, Randy. Mosine says, very fantastic city. It does look nice today, doesn't it? I bet you that sports bar was packed when they had the Blue Jays games on. And when they have the World Cup here in June and July, it's going to be crazy. Toronto will be too. Walker, have you been to Calgary, says Robert Sprite. I've never been to Calgary. I have never been to the city of Calgary. I'm not sure. The name has white block things. Used to look like big marbles. And this is Dublin Calling, another really popular sports bar. I think I know what you're referring to, Janice. We hit famous Granville Street, the sort of the entertainment district here in the city. That way goes to Granville Island. Checkers, yeah. Navin says, just jumped in while on a break. Take care, everyone. Have a... Oh, this is the Pearl. Okay, this is a popular live music venue. We got a Popeyes next to a McDonald's. Haven't had Popeyes in a long time. Walker live in Ireland. That would be amazing. I'd go to Ireland again. I've been to Ireland once before, many years ago. I enjoyed my time in Ireland quite a bit. It's a pretty nice country. The World Cup, where are they having it? They're having it at BC Place, a few games, which is where the BC Lions play. "12 different cities or something? I'm not exactly sure how many different cities, but it's all throughout North America, including Mexico City. Vancouver, Toronto, Mexico City, and a bunch of cities in the States, right? So it's not just in one country, it's all throughout the continent of North America this time. So it'll be a whole bunch of different cities having an exciting time. I wonder where they're holding the final game. Maybe New York. Although they're probably not playing in New York City, it's probably in New Jersey, right? In the Meadowlands, where the Giants and the Jets play. Neither the New York Giants nor the New York Jets actually play in New York. They both play in New Jersey in the same stadium. Reached Burrard. Maybe I will try and find that Tim Hortons. I could probably use a Nice cup of tea right now. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey will host the World Cup final. Wow, that's going to be exciting, eh, Medano? I don't really watch sports, but I do watch the World Cup. That is some really exciting stuff. You know, I'm not a big soccer fan in general, but when it's country against country, that's like another notch, especially since all the best players in the world are in it. So we've reached the Sutton Place Hotel. This looks like a pretty nice hotel here. And the Boulevard Oyster Bar looks very fancy. Yeah, that's a huge stadium, right? And East Rutherford, New Jersey. They'll just call it New York, basically. It's close enough. That's going to be packed. That is going to be a crazy, crazy event. This is the main shopping street known as Robson Street. Israel Morales is with us. Israel's going to be in Mexico City, yes, Mexico World Cup, Mexico City, Guadalajara, and Monterrey. Oh, okay, so there's 3 cities in Mexico. And I believe in Canada, it's probably just Vancouver and Toronto, I'm guessing. Unless Montreal is hosting games, but I doubt it. Medano will know. We have the beautiful Fairmont Hotel. Plush Mickey, $20 super chat. Eat something good. Thank you so much, Plush Mickey. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I appreciate you. Aloha to you for the $20 US super chat. Thank you. Hope you're doing well in Hawaii. I will eat something good later. Speaking about the World Cup, there's the FIFA World Cup official match ball. Oh, okay, so that's the Adidas store there. Look, they've got jerseys, some soccer jerseys over there. Is that Argentina? Alright, my Zoom is acting up here. Devin Sullivan in the house. What's up, Devin? How you doing, my man? We're here in downtown Vancouver on a nice, cool morning. This is one of Canada's more historic hotels. They have the so-called railway hotels that go all the way across Canada, and this is one of them, built by the Canadian National Railways back in the day to encourage travel to the west. And east, well, I guess they have one also in Toronto. It's called the Royal York Hotel. There's one in Quebec City called the Chateau Frontenac. There's a famous one in Banff. Banff Springs Hotel, I believe. Neville 6000 is with us. Welcome, Neville. We've reached the greatest coffee shop in the world, the Tim Hortons. Yes, actually I think I'm going to get myself a steep tea. You stayed there when you were 10. Your grandmother took you on a trip across country. That's awesome, Randy. Cool place to stay for sure. Hello, Bende. This downtown looks so modern compared to Toronto. I wonder if there's any older buildings around. Just the Fairmont Hotel is kind of old, but it's still not like super old. You know, I think it's from the 1900s, like the Gilded Age, but nothing like, there's nothing really from the 1800s, I don't think, down here. Not like University of Toronto or Queen's Park.
Go ahead, baby. Hi, what would you like? I'll have a medium 62 milk. And what's breakfast that? Bacon. Sausage food. And I'll have just a small coffee. Yeah, just a little more. Yeah, sorry. Yes, yes. It's gonna be what type was it about?
Churches and houses. I think you're right. You'd have to. It's mostly, yeah, that's from the 1800s. I'm gonna face it towards me because they look a little bit nervous, folks. Hi. It's facing me.
It doesn't matter. We don't know. Sorry.
Oh no, it is. You can see it's facing me.
Okay.
I'll have a small steep tea with 1 milk and 2 sugars.
Sorry, 1 milk, 2 sugar?
Yeah.
Debit card or card?
Keep the change. Thanks. Okay guys, I'm just going to put you on hold for a second while I use the facilities here. Give me 1 sec, okay? I'm gonna just quickly use the thing and I'll be back in 2 minutes. No, those are different Timmys. I don't know. They all sometimes get weird. I'll play you guys a song, okay? This song is dedicated to Jelly Bean.
Take the pump off and hump off until you get a nigga dick to come soft. You got to have this, you wanna grab this, you know a nigga got the...
Thanks everyone. The Christmas market put out a no taking photos or video policy this year. There is a Christmas market in Vancouver. Yeah, this one was this one I've never really had issues before, I don't think, but today I did. I don't know. Welcome back everyone. Yes, we're out early, David. Hello David. We're here in the morning stream because it's going to rain in the afternoon. I don't want to get wet, but so we've got our steep tea here. An odd time to wake up there, Elizabeth. All right, let's continue our walk. The tea is always extremely hot, so I'll just let that cool off for a few minutes. You had a ginger peach tea, eh? That sounds interesting. Did you make that yourself there, Devin? Did you grind the ginger and it's really hot, this cup. That's close enough, Devin. You need a break, right? It's good to, yeah, you gotta have a break. When you're live streaming, it's good to have a quick, I always have to, when you get to my age, you'll find that, tend to have to use the facilities more and more often. but I can already smell this tea. They have such good tea there that I almost prefer it now to the coffee. If I really need a caffeine boost, I'll get the coffee, but this tea also gives you a quite good boost. Plenty of caffeine in it. It looks like a nice coffee shop there, DeVille Coffee. Now, it's hard to find restrooms anywhere in the city. You stop drinking liquids. I know, right? Because you drink liquids. If I drink a bunch of liquids, oh man, like, just goes right through me, unfortunately. What kind of tea? This is just a regular orange pekoe. They call it a steep tea because they steep it for a while and make it nice and strong for you in the pot, and then they so like instead of giving you a bag, it's already been brewed. It's nice and strong. But it's a very good orange pekoe, a very good orange pekoe. Let's go over to the waterfront, check out the water and the mountains and the beauty of the Pacific.
I'm fine with the public process, but it
Hey, Mark Bass. You can't drink a lot of tea because the tannins upset your stomach. Yeah, it is a bit acidic. It is a bit acidic. Can give you a little bit of heartburn for sure. A splash or two of milk helps though to kill that acidity. No snow in the 10-day forecast, thank the gods. That's good. Michigan is known for its fair share of snow. It's still November though, so in general, like, you probably won't get a lot of snow this time of year just yet. Like, Toronto did get the one big snowstorm. I'm not sure if Michigan has gotten a snowstorm yet, but it's kind of rare. Chocolate bugs. Benday, it's not going to snow in Vancouver anytime soon. If it does, it'll probably be much deeper into the winter when it snows. And it won't snow a lot. It'll maybe snow once. Might snow once this year or not at all. It's not really known for too much snow out here. But last year they did get one good-sized snowfall. Got the convention center here. Canada Place. It's also a sort of an event center, office space. It did, but none of it stuck though. Yeah, that's good. We used to call that flurries back in the day. They still use that term? Snow that doesn't really stick, it melts upon hitting the ground. As we see a very giant cruise ship in the distance. Oh yeah, the ground is still warm. That's probably the main reason why things melted already. Call this area Canada Place, as you see a very beautiful cruise ship there out in the distance. Probably has 5 swimming pools, casinos, bowling alleys, everything in there. And you can see there's beautiful cloud cover that's just kind of hovering there right below the mountains, eh? That nice ring of clouds just kind of hovering right below the tip of the mountains in North Vancouver. Amazing view, eh, Megan? Janice likes chocolate milk, yes. Hot chocolate is good on a day like this.
And my postcard, I should.
Oh, Randy, you live over by Lake Huron? Okay. The ship tracker says that's the Stena Saga ferry, flagged out of Cyprus. 1,600 beds, 510 cars. Oh my God. And that seaplane just flew right above it. Flagged out of Cyprus. That's cool. So can you have a boat flagged out of anywhere, basically? Well, sometimes when you zoom in, it doesn't look that great, Bende. This is not the greatest phone in the world. Samsung S22. iPhone would look a lot better. I do want to get an iPhone, but I'm not really an Apple guy. Anywhere that will support what you are doing on board. Oh, okay. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like built in Cyprus or anything like that. Yeah, the haze doesn't help. If it was like really sunny out, it would look better. Pacific Northwest weather, you know what I mean? This sort of cloudy, rainy, mysterious kind of feel, you know? I'm not sure where that ferry's heading to. Maybe Devin knows. What's the final destination of that ferry? You could take seaplanes. This is basically an airport right here. This actually is technically an airport right there, where they have the seaplanes, and you can take one. You can take them to Victoria and all these other places. And I think this actually has its own airport code. Correct me if I'm wrong. Devin might know. Oh, I got you. Devin. That makes sense. So it depends on what's on the boat, right? Yeah, we are a long way from Alaska, but you could take a cruise to Alaska. You could take a ferry to Alaska too, from Vancouver Island, I believe. But it's like 36 hours or something on the ferry. It's not a short ride. Oh, it says it's headed to Vancouver. Okay, so it's already here. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, do you like a little mint in your tea, Janice? A lot of people put mint in their tea. If you go to the Middle East and you hang out on the streets of, I don't know, Jerusalem, you can have mint tea. I've had it before, actually, in Old Jerusalem. With my tour guide, we hung out and had mint tea afterwards, after he took me on a tour of the Temple Mount. We went to the Muslim quarter and we smoked, it's called shisha. It's flavored tobacco. Oh, that's where those seaplanes are. Is technically, I think, an airport, Devin. It's I think it has its own airport code where they have all those little seaplanes. I mean, it's just a little seaplane landing spot, but I believe it has its own airport code. That's what I heard. Islands. The Marshall Islands. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that in like the Indian Ocean? Where the heck is the Marshall Islands? This is another Fairmont hotel called the Fairmont Pacific Rim. So we have two Fairmont hotels here in the city. If this was the future as shown in Star Trek, said seaplanes would be shuttles. That would be cool, eh Neville? South of Hawaii. Okay, okay. So it's in the Pacific. Gotcha. Marshall Islands. Yeah, I believe the Marshall Islands, isn't that a U.S. territory? Between Hawaii and Australia. That is definitely in the middle of nowhere. I don't think a lot of people realize how big the Pacific Ocean is. Can fit actually all 7 continents within the Pacific Ocean. That's how big it is. There's a reason why they go toward Alaska first before they cross. Is it a shorter distance if they do that? At certain latitudes, you can cross the Pacific fairly quickly, though, because I was reading a book about the voyage of Ferdinand Magellan, he himself did not circumnavigate the world. A lot of people think Ferdinand Magellan actually circumnavigated the world. No, he actually died in the Philippines. He never made it all the way around the world, but his second in command did. And when they crossed the Pacific Ocean, they were flying. They were flying. They hit the right wind just off the coast of Peru or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, somewhere. And they hit the wind and they were just like motoring across the Pacific Ocean. This would have been back in the 1500s.
الابيض اللي شريناه من العيد. ايوه هذا شاري ابيض؟ هذا تعرف شو طلع؟ شو طلع؟ يرتبه. انا قلت لك انا ما انتبهت. يعني نفعني صراحه.
زين اقول لك شيء في يسمونه لا
تيك توك this one?
Yes, YouTube. How are you? Just imagine if you miss Hawaii or New Zealand on the way and just kept floating. I just can't believe how brave those guys were that that crossed the that were like willing to go all the way across an ocean when they didn't even know like if they were ever going to hit land, like Columbus and Magellan. Like they didn't know if they were going to ever hit land. They're going across the ocean. What if there's no land? They don't know what's there. What if they end up dying on the ocean? They could easily starve to death. Like how much food did they even bring with them? You know what I mean? Like those dudes were brave back then. And most of them couldn't swim or anything. So if you're both, I mean, it's not like you'd be able to swim in the ocean anyway. Is that right, David? It puts a shorter distance between ports. Yeah, that makes sense because the more north you go, then the shorter distance you will have to travel, right? Because the Earth is a sphere. Not a perfect sphere though. Some people still think the Earth is flat though. The sharks have a very nice recycling program for animals who, yes, they do. After the mutiny, Captain Bligh sailed 3,500 miles with 18 crew in a 24. Randy, you fall in the ocean, man. You are. And so I don't understand, like, if you go to a certain latitude, the winds will take you to the west. See, because a lot of people think that he just left from Spain and then made his way across the New World. That's not true at all, actually. You can't go from Spain to the New World in a sailboat. The winds don't go in that direction. You can come back towards Spain from North America, but you can't go in the other direction, the trade winds of Africa. And then you can make your way west, and that's what he did. So Columbus didn't set sail from Spain, actually. First he went all the way down to the Canary Islands, hung out there for a while, restocked his boats and everything, and then they went from the Canary Islands to the Caribbean. Because that's the way the trade winds go, and I don't know how exactly he knew that shit.
It's weird. Yes.
So of course this guy didn't have.
You're impressed by that voyage, as well as am I. I'm very impressed by all the age of discovery is one of the most amazing aspects of history. Yeah, like other people would have gone and figured out, but like still, he took a chance. Regardless of what you think of Christopher Columbus, the dude was brave. Same with everyone that went on that boat with him. Didn't actually discover America per se, but the Caribbean, yes. South America, yes. United States, no. Puerto Rico, yes, which is technically part of the United States, so I guess you could say he discovered the United States, but just the Puerto Rico part. That building is named after me, WCW, B. B is for Bob, my nickname. Think about the Vikings, and they did it 500 years before Columbus. Randy knows his history. Randy knows that the Vikings discovered Canada around the year 1000 AD approximately. Very brave dudes as well. Can only imagine how cold it must have been. There's the Keg Steakhouse and Bar. Very good chain of steakhouses. The Vikings weren't afraid of the sea. They were scary ocean creatures. Yeah, Vikings were tough mofos, that's for sure. I'll give them that. But no matter how tough you are, you can still drown. You can still starve to death out on the open seas, you know what I mean? No matter how tough you are. Nature don't care how tough you are, all right? This hotel is next level right here. This is called the Paradox Hotel. This is real fancy. It's got a beautiful bar here called the Karma Lounge. Might not be open right now. Oh yeah, it is. Really nice looking bar here. And then on the third floor up there it is a nightclub called Mansion Nightclub. That's the outdoor part of it. This is the Paradox Hotel, one of the most luxury hotels in the city. Yeah, nice plants and everything here. This is a real kick-ass hotel. I believe it used to be called the Trump International, but they changed the name. Okay, Bende, we'll see you next time. They landed in what is now Newfoundland. That's right, Randy. And what is the place that they found evidence of the Vikings? Do you know the name of the archaeological site? A nice little courtyard here. And some stairs that go somewhere. Should I take these stairs? Let's see where they go. This is fake. We've got Mark M. What's up, Mark? No, it looks like they just go down to this alleyway, unfortunately. Not like San Francisco where the stairs always lead to somewhere cool. Can still go down though. Looks like something going on over here. Let's go see what this is. Yeah, that was just AstroTurf. They call it L'Anse à Meadows. L'Anse à Meadows is the name of the famous archaeological site in Newfoundland. Is this a film site?
We'll see.
Okay. They might be filming a movie here. They film a lot of movies in Vancouver. Movie?
Yeah.
What movie? It could be The Social Network Part 2. The movie The Social Network sequel is being filmed in Vancouver. You guys recognize anyone here? Look at these high-end cameras. That camera's a lot better than mine. Probably $100,000. Okay. What movie they filming? TV show Trekker. Cool. Yeah, we've walked into a little TV show recording spot here. I don't know if there's any famous movie stars in it. That light is 100,000, right? The camera's probably 200,000. Let's head down this way. I don't think I've ever seen this monument here. Let's check this sculpture out. This is cool. Solid stainless steel. There's probably nobody famous, West Coast Walker. Even if there is, I don't think you're allowed to see them or talk to them anyway. Yeah, true, but you still might run into them if they happen to be, like, you know, getting their makeup or put on or whatever. Mark says he's on a Twitter group for Vancouver filming locations. Oh, okay. So maybe you could check out what's going on here on over by the Paradox Hotel. This is Jervis Street, Jervis. What is that thing? A big ball with spikes? It is a big ball with spikes, right? I don't know what that is. We've got Christopher Dotson with us. Welcome, Christopher. How you doing, my man? Okay, Elizabeth. Have a good day. Nice to see you, and thank you so much for the $20 super chat, Plush Mickey. I appreciate you. I'll grab something good to eat later. Thank you so much. Aloha to you. No, actually, Randy, the guy said they're filming a TV show called Tracker. I don't know if that's the name of it or that's the code name. Sometimes they use like a code name instead of the real name. Vancouver looks beautiful. Thank you, Christopher. You live in New York. You do good content from New York City. Check out Christopher Dotson. Nobody flying Steadicam. I'm not sure. I think they were just maybe taking a break. $2, $1.99. Thank you so much for the $2 super sticker, Christopher. Appreciate you, my friend. Hope you're doing well, sir. And everyone, check out Christopher's channel. There's a lot of people. Yeah, no, is Tracker on Amazon? I've never heard of Tracker. Tracker starring Justin Hartley. Oh, okay. So that's a show on Amazon Prime that they're filming right here. Who's Justin Hartley? I'm not sure who that is. But there are quite a few movies and television shows. The sequel to The Social Network is being filmed right now in Vancouver. I don't know if you ever guys saw that. It's about Mark Zuckerberg and the founding of Facebook. It's actually, the first Social Network was actually a very good movie. Can't remember the name of the actor, but he did a great job. He's a really good actor. But I don't think he's in the sequel. I'm not sure. Thanks, Medano, for putting Christopher's link in there. The series stars Justin Hartley as Coulter Shaw, a skilled survivalist and tracker who earns his living by assisting law enforcement and private citizens in exchange for reward money. Ooh, So he's kind of like a bounty hunter in some ways. That's cool. On Amazon Prime. So yeah, so maybe I'll check it out and probably see a lot of the different sites here in Vancouver on that show. Of course, it's probably supposedly set in a different city. They film they film a lot of shows here, but it's never like set in Vancouver. It's always supposed to be somewhere else. Kind of like Toronto is always basically New York. You've seen a little bit of Tracker, eh, Vasily? CBS show. Honestly, Devin, I haven't watched CBS, NBC, or ABC in so long. I haven't had cable in years, man. Like, probably 5 years I haven't had cable. And even before that, I didn't really watch much. Ever since I started watching YouTube, I haven't watched broadcast television at all. Now, lately I have been watching some Netflix shows, but that's just like in the last couple, well, I had Netflix on and off. The last couple of weeks or so, I re-signed up for Netflix and started watching it again, but broadcast television, I have no idea what's on that. And back in the day, that's all we had. CBS, ABC, NBC, and then Fox Broadcasting came about, I think, in the 80s with famous shows like In Living Color and The Simpsons and The Tracy Ullman Show, which were really good shows. And that was all we had. We had like 4 channels. Well, we had cable too, but... And I think my family pretty much always had cable, but... Here we are at the marina at Cole Harbor. As you can see, there's beautiful buildings lining this waterfront area. I don't have a TV with a tuner in it, just computer. You just have computer monitors, eh? That's all you need nowadays. You don't need... Yeah, Christopher wanted to try and make his way to Toronto this year, but his plans got canceled. Too bad, Christopher. But maybe next year, right? Have you been there before, Christopher? Here, yachts, I guess you could call them. Probably costs more to just dock your boat here than I pay in rent every month. Mini yachts, yeah. But like that one there is like kind of a full-size yacht to me. You never been to Canada before? Oh, okay. I think everyone should come to Canada at least once in their life. And everyone should go to New York City at least once in their life.
Tienes un...
You would like to go to New York City again, Neville? Yeah, I haven't been there in a few years. I love it there, though. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I think I was there last year. Yeah, I was there actually. No, actually, I was there this year. I was there this year in January, now that I think about it. I met Action Kid there. We hung out and stuff. If you want to dock that 40-foot sailboat, it's $700 a month. Okay, okay. That's a lot, but I guess it's not ridiculous. You know how to look up stuff pretty quickly, eh, Devin? Do they have any live aboard slips? I don't know. Here at Cole Harbor? Probably not, but maybe. You've been to New York a couple times. New York's amazing. But I've only been to Manhattan. I've never been to any of the boroughs, or as some people call it, boroughs. Never been to... Oh, actually, I shouldn't say that. I have been to the Bronx because I went to a Yankees game, so that's actually in the Bronx. But I've never been to Brooklyn. I'd like to go to Brooklyn and Queens. Born and raised, never left, Christopher. Yes. George says, do fish and chips at Granville Island. Yeah, maybe. I don't think I'm going to make it there today, but maybe I'll plan something for next time. That McDonald's breakfast I had earlier still filled me up. Chris, you have that cool New York accent. Like Action Kid's dad. The Action Kid's dad has the best New York accent, man. I love that guy's accent. Actually, him and his Action Kid's dad and his mom have actually been doing a lot of videos for him while he's in Asia. They've been doing a lot of New York videos for him, posting it on his channel. Nothing like the New York accent. Oh, you remember when I came, you saw your stream? Yes. You were in the chat. I do remember that, Christopher. You did say hello in the chat, did you not? Back in January. This is the Westin Bayshore Hotel. I did a few streams from New York back in January. I actually did one from the top of the Empire State Building, which was cool. Very cool to be up there. I've always wanted to go to the top of the Empire State Building, so I'm glad I was able to do that. This coffee shop is called Breaking Bean, and it kind of looks like Breaking Bad, right? Isn't that sort of the same Breaking Bad logo almost? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a huge Breaking Bad fan, but I'm sure there are folks in the chat that are. You always thought that Action Kid has a New York accent. Absolutely. Maybe not quite as strong as his dad's, but he definitely has a New York accent. You remember the Empire State stream? Yeah, that was so much fun. Beautiful, beautiful view of such an amazing city. See if they have blue meth. They probably do. They probably do. I'm surprised they haven't got, because it looks exactly like the Breaking Bad logo, right? I mean, that's, if they found out about that, I bet you they would send a letter of, what's it called? When those lawyers send you a letter, a cease and desist. Yes, Action Kid is over in Asia right now. And, well, I'll tell you this, I don't think he's returning to New York anytime soon. I don't think he's going to be back in NY. He might come back for the holidays, but those of you who are hoping that Action Kid one day returns to New York permanently are going to be most likely disappointed. Got some statues of horses there. Nice looking horse statues. You have a question about how the Cheers bars get away with the licensing. That's a good question. Maybe they paid for the license to use the name or something. Yeah, if he comes back to the States, it'll only be for a short time. Yeah, I think Action Kid's very happy to be in Asia now. I think he likes Vietnam. Life isn't just about work, and like live streaming is Action Kid's job, you know, but there's more to life than work, you know what I mean? There's family, there's relationships, there's all that kind of stuff. And so let's just say he's got more important stuff going on in Vietnam, if you catch my drift. No, I don't think you're going to see him in Florida too often. He's pretty much going to be in Vietnam. Exactly, Chris. As long as he's happy with his, like, you know, work is one thing, but that's not the only thing that makes you happy in life, right? Like, other things also make you happy. This is Denman Street. We're in the West End now of downtown. All right, Devin. See you on the next one, my man. Take her easy, bud. This is the bike rental area. There's a good number of bike rental shops around here. Yeah, I'd like to go to Asia one day. I've never really been to East Asia. Went to India when I was a child, but don't really remember much of it. But I've never been to East or Southeast Asia. They have good food over there. Vietnam has really become a hotspot for tourists. It's a fast-growing country. They've really opened up their economy, and they're becoming richer and richer every day. They're embracing more business and capitalism type of economy. They probably looked at China and was like, how come China's rich and we're not? So now they're doing the same thing in Vietnam, and it's really becoming popular. Thailand is obviously a huge tourist destination. Oh, your friend is in Japan for his birthday. Oh, you would have liked to go, but you didn't have your passport at the time. Japan is a very beautiful country. There's a live streamer, and I'm sure you've heard of him. I'm sure you've seen him before, Christopher Kuma Monster from New York. Right now he's doing an epic walk through Japan from Kyoto to Tokyo. I believe he's on like day 19 or something. He does like 12-hour walks every single day, like live streams the whole thing. I don't know where he gets the damn energy to do that. I mean, that guy's an absolute machine. He did the same thing in Europe there a couple months ago. He went from England all the way to Netherlands over like a 30-some-odd day period. That guy is just an absolute machine, man. Like, I don't know how you can do 18 days, 12 hour, like 30 days in a row, 12-hour streams, 12-hour walks. Like, how can you walk for 12 hours every single day? He walks like 30-something kilometers every single day. I do a 3-hour live stream and I'm done, man. I'm done for 3-4 days. My legs hurt so much the next day, I can't even make it from my bedroom to my kitchen barely. And this guy gets up at 5 in the morning and does another 30 kilometers. 18, 19, 20, 30 days in a row. Never seen or heard of anybody with so much energy. There's the Kagan restaurant, a very famous Persian restaurant here in the city that has probably really, really good food. Persian food is excellent. Kuma Monster, yeah, right? You guys know Kuma Monster. You met him last year, Christopher? Yeah. I think Vasily met him in Toronto. He was in Toronto like about a month ago. Well, that guy is just next level. I know, man. Like, I can't do a 6 or no, I can't. The most I've ever done was 5.5 hours through Toronto, and I'll tell you, after that I was done, man. I wasn't getting up the next day to do another 5 hours. He does 12 hours, not 5. He does 12, then another 12, and then another 12, and then another 12, and it just keeps going and going and going. It's like, but like you got legs made out of steel or some shit? Like even right now, I'm hurting. Like when I get home, I'll barely be able to walk through my apartment. I'll be limping from my bedroom to my kitchen for the rest of the day. And I'm not even at 3 hours, 2.5. Well, I'll give you that, Randy. He's no Terry Fox, but not many people are. Well, I'm sure he's in good shape, but still, Neville, like that's still next level, dude. You tried to meet Kuma Monster when he was there in October in Toronto, but you didn't make it. Ah, okay. No, I can't stream for that long. My hand hurts after a while carrying the gimbal. I can't even carry the gimbal for 12 hours, much less walk for 12 hours. There's Panago Pizza, which I think is pretty good. Haven't tried it yet, but people say it's good. This barber shop is called Cut My Hair. They get right to the point. Actually, I saw you walk all the way through New York City once, Christopher. Didn't you? Went from like the Bronx all the way down to like Canal Street or something? You walked like the entire length of Manhattan before, right? You crushed that one. You were walking real fast that day. I remember that. Our buddy Henry, Toronto Tech and Transit, is known to do also very long live streams. Ridiculously long live streams. But not 18, 20, 30 days in a row. I mean, if he does a 12-hour live stream, he's not going to keep doing that over and over and over and over every single day. Like, he does have a lot of energy, though. He probably could. T-Shots did the longest walk of all time, all the way down Yonge Street. That's nothing will ever top that in a single live stream, but I don't think the next day she was going to get up and do another 12 hours. I think she was pretty much done for a while after that. Israel says, I need cut hair. Well, you got to come to Vancouver and get it there at that Cut My Hair place. Yeah, nothing will ever top T-Shots' stream. No one can walk 36 miles in one live stream. Java Junkie, welcome. Randy, you were there. You watched that. That was absolutely nuts, right? Falafel plate, $18.99. Okay. 2 slices for $6.99. We got Mr. Poutine and Chicken World across the street. Actually, it smells pretty good here. I'm smelling some chicken or something coming from there. That smells real good. Yeah, we were all proud of her for sure, Christopher, though, to be able to do such a walk. It's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Well, there's the weird statues. We saw those the other day. The amazing laughter statues. Byron Elliott says coming up on JJ Bean. Welcome, Byron. How you doing? This is Davie Street. We'll take a hike down Davie Street. This is the LGBT neighborhood here in Vancouver. Where are we, Java Junkie? Davie Street. Got some pigeons going crazy here. This is Faux in Love.
Main Street Station.
This is the Red Umbrella Cafe. Yeah, oh, you walked 18 miles? That was a long walk then. But the T-Shod stream is what also inspired me to walk the entire length of San Francisco, which is one of my longest streams. When I walked from Daly City all the way to the Golden Gate Bridge. There's a mushroom dispensary. I'm not sure how that's legal, but apparently they're allowed to have mushroom dispensaries here in Vancouver. I think they have them in Toronto too. I don't think it's legal though. But in Vancouver, pretty much anything goes. Yeah, Christopher, that was a while ago. That was last year at some point. I can't remember when it was, but it was like probably maybe a couple weeks or a week or two after T-Shod's stream. I was like, well, she can walk down Yonge Street. I can certainly walk the entire length of San Francisco. It was only like maybe 8.5 miles. Got a Starbucks here, Starbies. The obligatory McDonald's. Java Junkie says he's never tripped on mushrooms. Oh, really? It's definitely a weird feeling when you're on mushrooms. I'm not saying I've ever done it before, but I have when I was in high school. We had the odd mushroom party once in a while. Not something I would ever try again. It's pretty, takes a lot out of you, let's just put it that way. Well, when you put your mind to something, you can get it done, right, Christopher? Because you walked all the way across Manhattan, no problem. You probably could have kept going, right, for a couple more miles, at least another 5-6 miles, maybe 10 miles after you got to the end. Like, even when I walked the entire length of San Francisco, I wasn't like totally dead. I felt like I probably could have kept going for a little while longer if necessary. But not 36 miles. Grateful Dead concert. Oh, are you a Deadhead, Java? Can only imagine what a Grateful Dead concert would have been like, especially in the 60s. They lasted a long time, though. They kept playing for 30, 40 years after they started. Well, maybe 30 some odd years. I can't remember when Jerry Garcia died. Was it in the 90s? $1995, Jerry passed. Yeah, I figured that. Yeah, that makes sense. I remember that when he passed away. All right, have a good one, Christopher. We'll see you on the next one. After all this walking, what is my foot care regimen? I don't really have a foot care regimen more. Maybe I should have one, right? My regimen is basically just relax for the rest of the day and basically do nothing. Although it's kind of weird when I do these long live streams, after I get home, I don't really feel super tired. I feel like kind of energized in some ways. Not not in terms of like physical energy, but I feel like I can just stay awake for a long period of time afterwards. I don't feel like sleeping or anything like that. But walking will be hard, especially once I rest for like 20 minutes. Like I'll be taking the bus back to my place, and when I sit on the bus for 20 minutes and then I get off, that's when the feet really hurt. This is Nene chicken. Never heard of that. There's a lot of donair places around here, also known as gyros. And yes, that's how you pronounce it, gyro. As you see, we've reached Davie Village here. Oh, did you? I wouldn't say I necessarily get calluses. It's just my muscles and everything hurt for at least for the rest of the day. And tomorrow, it's still a little tender, but usually after 48 hours, I'm back ready to go. It's not that I can't walk anywhere. I can go, walk to the coffee shop or whatever if I need to, but walking for 3 hours or 12 hours in Kuma Monster's case, it ain't gonna happen. This is the Momo factory. This is an Indian Chinese fusion restaurant. That's interesting. Indian Chinese fusion restaurant. Yep, keep moving. You sit down, you're screwed. That's right. As soon as you sit down and you let those legs rest, and then you try and get up, forget it. But even now, I'm feeling it. Like, it's like, okay, I've got maybe another 10-15 minutes in me, and I'm gonna have to hop on that bus. Luckily, I'm about 10-15 minutes away from the bus, so should work out. Let's take Thurlow. I don't really walk up Thurlow much. No, it's gyro. It's definitely gyro. I think it is how you say it there, Java. All right, Randy. Take care, Randy. Thank you for the super chat earlier, and we'll see you on the next one, my friend. Appreciate your kindness. And Byron as well. Take care, Byron. Do I have a Fitbit? No. I've never counted my steps before. I should probably do that, right? I guess. Does that matter if I count my steps or not? I don't know. Oh, we've got some police horses here. Hope I don't step in horse shit, but let's see here. Some nice looking horses. Nice, strong, powerful animals, aren't they? Let me know if you know what kind of horses these are. Are they thoroughbreds? Are they something else? Beautiful looking animals for sure. The best horses Texas can buy, I would say. I would say those are premium horses. One of them looks like a draft horse. Could be, I don't know much about horses. We've got nice dogs here too. Horses and dogs, men's best friend, right? Where would we be without horses and dogs? Hey, buddy. Jazz likes puppies. I always thought horses were like dogs, don't want purebred in order to keep them healthier. Oh, okay, yeah. Mixed genes tend to be healthier than pure genes, and in general, no matter what species it is. I'm not sure. I think it was a pit bull. Most of the horses are thoroughbred, Percheron, and also Clydesdales. That was probably the draft horse, was a Clydesdale. Yeah, that makes sense. That guy's just flying. Hey, Richard. This is called Dank Mart. Dank Mart, yeah, that's a good name for a store. Dank Mart. We're at Alberni Street, where they have a lot of the very luxury stores, beginning with Montclair, Yves Saint Laurent, and Prada. And on this side, Bruno Cucinelli. We'll take a little jaunt down Alberni. Tom Brown. I'm not sure what that is, Java Junkie. And Cleef. We got a statue of a dude here. I'm not sure who that is. Kobe Japanese Steak and Seafood House. I've never had Kobe beef, I don't think. $20 burger and a beer. Fridays until 2 p.m. That's not a bad deal. One of these fancy restaurants here in Alberni Street. Tiffany and Jimmy Choo across the street. This is a very expensive jewelry store. Lao Feng Xiang, perhaps it's pronounced. Today is Friday. Hey, Trojan Elk Explorer, how you doing? We've reached the 3-hour mark. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe and turn on those notifications for when I go live. I'll be wrapping up the live stream here in a couple minutes as I make my way to the bus stop. Unfortunately, I can't cross yet because Busby over here has decided to take up the entire crosswalk. Way to go, bus driver. Friendly folks in the bus there. It's a busy Friday afternoon in this part of the city right now. Yeah, the guy wanted to get off, but they gotta wait. They can't get out right there in the intersection. To paraphrase an old song, he's right back where he started from. That's right. We actually started in the Hastings Sunrise neighborhood and walked all the way down through East Vancouver into the downtown core. So we see a nice old church here. This is probably one of the older buildings in the city. I know Neville was saying he didn't see too many old buildings, but this Anglican cathedral is probably one of the older ones. I'm not sure when it was built, but this has probably been here for a long time. And we made our way all the way, oh, God knows where we went today. We went everywhere. We went to Cole Harbor, the West End, Davie Street. And so we had quite the adventure today. I'm glad you guys joined me on it. Got a nice dosa truck here, if you ever want some dosas. Gastown has some nice old buildings. That's true, Megan. Good call on Gastown. That's one of the older parts of the city, yeah. Maybe I'll take you guys through a tour of Gastown next time. This is the B5 building. Nice looking skyscraper. Yeah. I'd rather just pay $2 at Tim Hortons. All right, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on this live stream from beautiful Vancouver. We started an early morning stream around 7:45 a.m. And we walked all around the city. And I showed you a whole bunch of cool stuff. Thank you so much for your support. Those who super chatted today, like Elizabeth and Michael Landry and Randy and a bunch of other folks. If I forgot, I'm sorry. When you walk around for 3 hours, it's easy to forget stuff. Thank you, Madano. Thank you to all the mods for joining me today and doing a great job modding. And thank you to everyone else for joining me on this live stream. I'm going to go home and rest for a while. Have an amazing weekend. Have a great Friday night. And we'll see you on the next one, folks. All right. Like, subscribe, hit all the buttons. Bye for now.